and we're on Jazz Street with Evan Sundquist. Evan, what brings you downtown, man?
Well, it's just another day of Jazz Fest week. Despite the weather, we're making it work. A lot of people out here, and we're hitting the Wegmans Pavilion tonight, 9:30 p.m., so we're excited.
What will you be doing there?
We're doing the Scoulive tribute to the music of John Scofield and Soulive.
So talk about those two worlds coming together. So let's talk first with John Scofield, and what inspired you to use his music as kind of a starting point to do your thing?
Sure. I'm going to push that off to Tom, if you don't mind. He's
Sure.
one of the pioneers of starting the tribute.
Yeah, absolutely. So back when this group originally started, I had grown up playing with our other guitar player, Connor Kalupski, and he went down in New Jersey and got his master's in jazz guitar, and he was transcribing a lot of John solos. I had been doing kind of my own work, going through his catalog, his Verve stuff, his Blue Note stuff, his newer ECM stuff that he's been doing more recently, and all of his collaborators, huge fans of everyone that he collaborated with. And when we, around that time when he had moved back, we started to really get into the Bowl Live stuff, which is the Soul Live with special guests. And John was, a returning member of that. And Connor and I, both loving John Scofield's music and also loving the music of Soul Live, decided that it would be the kind of the best of both worlds, that he's sort of the scholar of John's playing, and that I had already, also been going through this journey myself of getting into Soul Live and John and going through those records and really kind of unpacking all that music. So it just kind of made sense.
So you guys are knee deep in the funk and the groove. What's it like when you hit that one and it goes?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so much of that is Nick, our drummer. I mean, he kind of he's what really keeps all of us together. He creates those whether it's modulations or time signature or, tempo changes, everything. He is the one that creates the feel that I think is where we kind of situate ourselves in, taking their music and paying homage to it, but also kind of bringing it into our own world. So when Nick starts, it's like, you can really feel his energy and his playing, and he's kind of driving the ship for all of us.
What's it like when you see you're connecting with an audience like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's, again, like so much, I spoke about Nick, but also Lachlan, our bass player. That's, as every, great musician knows, that's where you're going to get that funk and that groove, and that's where people really start to resonate when you have that deep pocket and you really start to, feel that beat and that energy. That's really when you can see the audience start to move, and that's when you've connected, is once you see them really get into that groove, and that's so much of them. Especially being an instrumental band, with John and Soulive, it's like you don't have, a kind of like an entertainer, like a front person to engage with the crowd. It's really on you as musicians to bring that energy musically to get the people engaged.
And for you, what's it like seeing this go down in your different organizations that you work with? What inspired you to create so many different worlds of music for Rochesterians? Because you could have gone anywhere, moved anywhere, but you decided to stay here and plant roots here.
Yeah, so growing up on the east side in Webster and coming to this festival from a young age and participating in the high school bands on Jazz Street and running sessions at Black Dog Music Studios, throughout the years, and busking, and just it feels totally surreal today to kind of be officially a part of the festival. I spent a handful of years down in New York, went to college down there, and something just pulled me back to coming to Rochester. I think Rochester is somewhat still overlooked as just a huge cultural arts hub, and music is a big thing up here. Everywhere you go throughout the year, there's something going on musically. So obviously Jazz Fest week is the week to celebrate, but that's kind of what brought me back, and I'm so grateful to have landed upon these guys, and they invited me in to be a part of this. So
to learn more about what you're doing and your different organizations, where can we go?
You can check us out, Scoulive, both on Facebook and Instagram, SCOULIVE, rock, ROC.
Thanks again for making the Flower City bloom, man.
Derrick, thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
Yeah.